afternoon, my lovelies. It is Wednesday the 24th of November and the time is currently 2:10. I haven't, well, you've just seen my sort of like food that I've eaten today, because I had an outpatient's appointment at the hospital today, and I get really sort of like anxious prior to having to go to the doctors or sort of like any kind of appointment where it's focused on me. I just don't like it. So I wasn't very hungry, so I just kind of like had a bit of a bigger meal when I got home. I've actually reintroduced fish into my diet, which is something I think I need to sort of like make you all aware of, or I'm sort of excited to let you know, because I have actually wanted to sort of introduce fish back in, but I've tried it a couple of times and I've been too sort of squeamish about the idea. But actually when I went to the event the other night, the George event, a couple of girls around me had some baked salmon, and I looked at it and I thought, that looks really nice, I think I could eat that. So I thought I would sort of like test out the theory yesterday with some tuna, and thought if I can't eat it, it's not too much of a big deal, because I'll just give the opened tin of tuna to Floss. But it was fine. I was fine. I was okay. I wasn't freaked out. Ate it and really enjoyed it. So fish is now back on my diet. I still don't eat meat, so no sort of like animal product, but for now fish is back on the menu, and I am happy about it because I did really enjoy eating fish, and I do think it's going to be a better way of increasing proteins, and obviously I'm just going to make sure that I get sort of reasonably sourced, not reasonably sourced, like guys, my head is a complete mess, I can't speak. But basically make sure that the fish that I'm eating is from a kind way of catching it, and that kind of thing. The reason that my head is a bit of a mess and I'm kind of like a bit in a bit of a glum mood is my appointment went okay. So I had an appointment at the hospital at the vascular clinic following on my lipedema journey. For anybody that doesn't know already, I've got a condition called lipedema. It's a medical condition. It affects my legs and my arms. I'll leave a card up here of my diagnosis thing if you want to go and see that. It's very sort of like helpful to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it was good in a couple of senses and quite frustrating in others. So the doctor basically, the vascular surgeon was very upfront and basically said like he knows about the condition. The person that he recommends people to go see if they have lipedema is the doctor who I had seen to get my diagnosis, and he is the expert in the sort of like field for my location. I think in the majority of the UK, to be honest. But yeah, that was like reassuring to hear. But basically the doctor that I went to see today couldn't really give me many answers or stuff. We did do an ultrasound of my veins and stuff, and I haven't got any like it doesn't appear that there's any problems with that, which is good. That's a really good thing to know. And I should be referred, basically, long story short, is that it's basically another game now of like, well, not game, but like another sort of like stage of waiting, being referred somewhere else, and just basically seeing if they can help. So his suggestion was that what is it called, and like neurology. So he thinks like the pain and things that I'm getting is coming from my nerves, which obviously makes a lot of sense. So that's basically the next stage, is to go to neurology. And then I'm also being referred to, I can't remember the name of the service, but that's I'm basically being referred somewhere where I can get made to measure compression, because the shape of my legs, basically they couldn't offer anything. They couldn't offer anything ready to go because I need made to measure because of the shape of my legs, basically. So that's where we're at. Jim came along with me, and it was good that he was there, because I got a little bit upset in the appointment just because I'm just so frustrated with, I'm frustrated at the fact that this is a medical condition that I can't control or do anything to stop getting any worse, or there's nothing I could have done to stop it progressing as it has. And it's just like, I just wish there was sort of like an easier route, or somebody in the medical profession that I can speak to. I know so far I've had my diagnosis and things like that, but I kind of feel like I've been told, yeah, this is what's happening, and this is why you've had these struggles, and this is why you've, you know, these are problems for you. And there is ways to solve it, but it's kind of like having to jump through so many hoops to even get there, and then when I do, there's no guarantee that I will get the help. So it's just very frustrating and very draining, because it's something that affects me every single day, and something that causes me a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, something that I've had to deal with all my life. And I just really want to get to a point where it's not holding me back, or it's not affecting me. And yeah, I'm just a bit upset about the whole thing, and there's nothing really else I can do other than what I'm doing. So that's it really. Just got to wait for my next referral. I mean, this one was, I think it was about 4 months. So hopefully the next one will be a bit quicker, but obviously everything on the NHS and everything with like medical situations are being pushed back. And I feel bad sometimes, like getting upset or annoyed about it, because at least like the very sort of like worst scenario I feel with your health is when you've been told you've got a medical condition that can't be cured, or you know, it's very, very serious. But for me, like this is something that deeply affects me every single day. And I feel like most of the time I do my best to try and just get on with it, just get on with life, and not use the excuses. And I still go to the gym, and I still do these, you know, active hobbies that I have, and I still try and eat very healthily, all even though my body is not reflective of my lifestyle. I still try and do that, all with like food addictions, and you know, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot basically going on, and I'm just trying my best. I feel a bit drained of it today. I feel very drained, and I feel very like, feel a bit sorry for myself. And these are the times where it's very easy to binge and just eat really bad. but I said no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a healthy but tasty lunch. And so I had 2 small slices of sourdough, and I had half an avocado that I had left over from yesterday. So I had that smashed up on the top, and then I had some smoked salmon, and I had some poached eggs. So all very delicious and nutritious, and the macros was great. It were like 40 something, is it percent or whatever, of protein, and then it was fats, and then it was carbs. So a good ratio for me anyway. And although like I don't want to binge, I definitely need a little bit of comfort after my hard day, so I'm going to have a jacket potato for my tea. So yeah, that's that really. I'm not gonna be defeated by this. I'm just gonna keep going and keep doing what I can and keep fighting. And you know, the result might be that I just have to independently fund my treatment, which I think is going to be the outcome. I think that's just going to be the outcome, and that's just what I've got to work towards doing. And me and Jim was having a chat about sort of like the priorities of things, and we're just going to have to make that a priority, which is really lovely. Hopefully we can do that, and then get this operation done that I need to get done, and I can start living my best life then. The thing is, I know that I will feel so much better once the lipedema's gone off my body, once it's been taken away. So I kind of just don't think it's very fair that it's like my financial responsibility to do that when it's not like a cosmetic thing. And I know people get like cosmetic operations on the NHS because things affect their mental health, like, you know, people have had the boobs done on the NHS if they've got like a really flat chest, and that's not affecting their physical health, whereas my lipedema is affecting my physical health. And don't get me wrong, mental health in my opinion is just as important, but this is something that is going to progress to a point where if I don't take action, it will eventually get to the point where I possibly can't walk. And to me, like, that seems like it's much more of a burden and a strain on the NHS than it would be if they intervene now. I don't know. I'm gonna stop ranting on. I'm gonna just try and like just decongest, and I need to just get into a bit of a better headspace. I think we're all entitled to feel frustrated and upset and just annoyed basically at stuff from time to time. And that's just what I'm going through. I'm absolutely freezing, so I've made myself a nice cup of tea. And I've got a fire on and I've got a jumper on. And I think what I'm going to do, what shall I do? What should we do, Flossie? Hey? Don't know what to do with the rest of my afternoon. What time are we on now? I don't know where my phone has gone. And I haven't got my watch on. Oh, there it is. So the time is 20 past 2. So I'm in a bit of like a pickle as to whether to have a bit of a cozy day and just put something on the TV and get all wrapped up in a blanket and kind of like just rest, or whether to do something really productive like clean or I did some work last night and this morning before I set off, that to try and like give myself the afternoon off. I don't know. Oh, in fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on something cozy. I'm going to go put some comfy loungewear on. And I'm going to reply to all your comments, because there's quite a few comments that I've had on my last couple of videos that I am yet to reply to. So I think I'm going to go through them, because that will definitely cheer me up. And then I suppose you'll see me for my potato. What's your favourite jacket potato topping? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see if anyone's favourite is what I'm going to have later. But sorry for ranting on. I just kind of felt like there's a few people who would be interested in how today has gone, because I do get sort of asked about my lipedema journey and what's going on and how I'm getting on with it. And I also kind of find like it's a really nice form of therapy, is sort of sharing my feelings and my thoughts with you guys. I feel like you're just such a lovely, wonderful bunch of people, and you're so supportive that it's kind of like a second like little family that I have, that I can just come to when I need to talk to you. So yeah, I do feel better now, but so I'm going to go and put on some cozy, comfy loungewear and just snuggle up for a couple of hours and reply to all your lovely comments. So it is now 4 o'clock and I am going to pop a couple of potatoes into the oven, because I like baked potatoes when they've been in the oven for hours and hours and hours, literally like 2 or 3 hours. So I'm gonna pop them in now, so that this should be ready hopefully for about 7. To be fair, I should have probably popped them in about an hour ago. But I got a bit carried away reading everyone's really lovely comments and replying to you all. So and I also discovered I really like to watch like documentaries or history programs, or like films, or quite like educational stuff. But then there is a side of me that also really loves trashy TV. And one of the trashy TV programs that I really like is something called Selling Sunset. Has anybody watched it? Let me know in the comments if you have. It's like a Netflix original series about a group of girls who are real estate workers over in America, and I just really like it. And the brand new series was released today, so I also started watching that. But yes, going to pop these potatoes in the oven and get them cooking for dinner. So jacket spud has been consumed and it was delicious. If you're not leaving your jacket potatoes in the oven for hours, you need to change how you do it, because it makes them so tasty, guys. So tasty. They were perfect. I haven't had a tuna jacket potato in like over a year, and I am so happy because it's literally one of my favourite meals. So very much enjoyed it. And it was nice to have a little bit of salad on my plate again, because I haven't been eating salads in a while, so that was great. And I am going to have some of the baked apple yogurt as a dessert. I'm going to have 200 grams of it, which is only 108 calories. And if you are a regular on my channel, you'll know that I have said this before, but this tastes incredible. It tastes like apple crumble, apple pie, any sort of apple dessert, and I'll sometimes pop some like granola or something with it, and then that really does make it taste like an apple crumble. Delicious. I get this in Marks and Spencer's, but it's not very often they have it because everyone loves it. It's like an Icelandic, thick, creamy baked apple yogurt. If you've tried it, let me know what you think. If you haven't tried it, try it and let me know what you think. So I'm going to end my diary here on, what day is it? Wednesday. I'm going to end Wednesday's video here because I'm going to have this and then I'm going to go to bed very shortly after that because I want to do some reading tonight, and I always fall asleep real early and I don't get to read anymore, so I'm making like an effort to try and go to bed before I get tired. Revelation, guys, and then I can actually read. So I have filmed everything in today's video, and that is going to leave me on 1,255 calories. I have 145 remaining, but I'm going to do my best not to eat them because Lord knows I've had my fair share of calories this week. So I'm going to complete my diary, and if every day was like today, in 5 weeks I'd weigh 13 stone, 6.8. So if every day was like today, if I ate 1,200 and what was it, 60 something calories every day, in 5 weeks time I'd weigh 13 stone 6. I'd love that, but it's Christmas, so we'll see. Right, I really do hope you've liked this random ass video. I know it's been a bit sort of like all over the place, and most of it has just been me sort of giving my feelings to the camera, so I don't blame anybody who clicked off long before this because it's just literally me rambling and getting all my feelings out. But I do genuinely feel loads better. I've just got to do this, guys. I've just got to do it. I've got to lose this weight. Well, I've got to lose the weight that I can lose, and then I've got to get my surgery, get fit, get healthy, get the body I deserve, get the life I deserve, and I will do it. I will get there. I will get there. So if you haven't already, please subscribe for happy, healthy vibes, and until the next video, which is likely going to be the day after this one goes live, which is probably going to be Friday, I really hope that you are staying happy, healthy and well. Bye, guys.